If you're a beginner trying to land your first digital marketing job, this is the exact plan that I recommend you use. I'm Chris, and I've been in the digital marketing industry for 4+ years now, and I help beginners land 60K a year digital marketing jobs without any prior experience or education needed. And this roadmap is for beginners who want to get hired using real, proven steps without needing a marketing degree or a formal background. So jumping in, step one is you need to learn these two key platforms. And these are the most in-demand platforms that are going to get you hired for paid ads, digital marketing jobs. So first platform is Google Ads, specifically search campaigns. We're only going to be learning search campaigns because Google Ads offers a whole bunch of other advertising campaigns like display, YouTube ads, Performance Max, but we only want to focus on search because that's going to be the most common and sought after. So Google Ads search campaigns, you're going to be showing text ads on Google when people are searching for things like plumber near me or the best dentist, Austin. You pick the keywords, write a short ad, and then send clicks to a site. And you can just start off learning through Google Skillshop. It's Google's own course. You can learn exactly all this stuff for free. And you're going to learn all the keywords, ad copy, CPC, cost per click, and basic conversion tracking. Second is meta ads, specifically Facebook, Instagram ads. So the two campaign types you're going to learn about are leads, collecting emails for service businesses, jobs, companies, and conversions. You drive clicks to a website and a landing page. And you're just going to be able to learn how to set up budgets, write simple ad copy, and use Metapixel for tracking. Meta Ads has their own course, the Meta Blueprint. It's completely free, and you'll be able to learn how to set up these campaign types and about these campaign types all through the online courses that these platforms provide. So, step two is building your first portfolio project. So, this is going to be really important because after you learn how to run these type of campaigns, you want to go ahead and just jump in and get experience, because it's not going to matter if you absorb all this information, digest all this information, but you don't do anything or show any proof of work. That's going to be the most important part. You got to show proof of work. It doesn't matter how many videos you've learned or watched, how many courses you went through. You're going to have to show what you've learned. The rest doesn't really matter if you can't show it. So step two is building your first portfolio project. So even without clients, you can prove your skills, right? So you can make a mock project, just plan up something so that way you can have examples without needing clients at first. So you can just pick a niche, any niche you want, like gyms, cleaners, t-shirt brand, and then you create a mock project where you're going to be creating that campaign, right? You're still going to be spending actual money, doesn't have to be much, maybe like $10, $20 a day for like a 3, 4, 5 day period. And it could be a Google search campaign, for example, or a meta lead or conversion campaign. And then you're just going to have a short funnel, landing page, thank you page, just so you understand how the whole funnel, the ad system works. And you're going to be using free tools like card.co. Use that to build landing pages, hosting your portfolio website, using Canva to design the ad creatives. That's going to be specifically for like meta ads, especially for like pictures, like static image ads, and Google Docs and Notion. This is for your portfolio write-up. You can write, document things in Google Docs, Notion, attach that into your card. And yeah, this right here makes it a real shareable portfolio with screenshots, ad copy, and just your specific thought process and strategy. And this is going to be very important for you to do. So just do not neglect this part. You got to get your first project out of the way. It's going to suck. Yes, when you do something for the first time, you're going to suck at it, but you can just keep iterating, implementing new things, and adding more projects over time. So don't worry about it. Step three, offer free work. So we were talking about mock projects, for example. Step three is you want to offer free work. So if you want real experience, you can help a friend, a family that has business for free. You can help them with their ads, landing page. You can DM, email, cold call different local businesses, offer free work there as well. And you can also join different Facebook groups in your area, or even, completely, over the country of the US, even, just to help them set up like a free campaign, just offer some free work. You could also do Fiverr, Upwork, just doing cheap gigs here. This is all to get your first few results. You're not going to be offering free work for free forever, right? This is just to get experience that's outside of your mock projects that you could use, um, to put as a project into your portfolio. So you're going to be stacking up different mock projects and different, free work experience, freelancing experience, and you're just going to keep building that in your portfolio. So that's step 3. Step 4 is post while you learn. So you want to have a LinkedIn account. So if you don't have one already, go ahead and create one. You're going to be using LinkedIn to document your progress. Not a lot of people actually do this. So this is a competitive advantage. You're going to be able to stand out against other applicants just by documenting your progress. All right. So recruiters, hiring managers, they're going to be looking at your LinkedIn profile. They're going to be going through to see what you've done, what you've posted. And if they see that you've been documenting your progress, that you're putting in effort, you're trying, you're doing projects for people, you're doing work for people, you're doing mock campaigns, that's going to look really good on you. So just make sure that you document your progress if you want to have a little bit of a competitive advantage against other applicants. So for example, you can make posts like, just launched my first Google search campaign for a fake gym, learned how keywords work, built a full funnel using card plus meta leads ads, mock campaign for a local cleaner. You share the things you've learned, what you've done, the screenshots, and small wins. It doesn't have to be complicated at all. And this right here, it builds credibility and attracts recruiters and hiring managers. So that's a really good step there. And step 5, you want to apply strategically. So apply to jobs where you meet about 70% of the role. And I'm going to say that even if you only, let's say, manage to do 50%, you only meet 50% of the requirements of the role, I would still apply anyways. One, it doesn't hurt. You're just putting another rep in. And 2, if they do decide to interview you, let's say they're just, running out of applicants that are, good, that like they don't show effort, they don't have any portfolio projects, they actually might consider you. So I would say apply to jobs where you meet, around 50, 70% of the role. And when you apply to that job, let's say you get an interview, you could either screen record or use your phone on voice memo and audio record the interview. So that way you can get the questions that they ask. And if you don't know the answer to certain questions, you could have that recorded as well. And that way you could be prepared for future interviews because they're going to be asking similar questions, even specifically if you're applying for similar roles in the paid ad space. And using ChatGPT to tailor your resume and LinkedIn for each role. A lot of recruiters and hiring managers aren't going to be using some sort of AI detection tools to see if you're writing your resumes or anything with AI. So feel free to use AI, ChatGPT, to help tailor your resume and your LinkedIn. And include a link to your portfolio in your application message, in your resume, on your LinkedIn profile. Just sprinkle it everywhere so that it will be easily found. And follow up 3 days after sending. So these recruiters, hiring managers, they're always constantly talking to new people. So don't be afraid to be a little persistent and re-message them, follow up with them, and see kind of where your application is at. And then step 6, interview with proof. So once you land an interview, you want to talk through your different mock campaigns that you've done, and if you've done any client work, talk about that. Explain why you chose the specific ad platform, the targeting, the offer, the ad creatives, the ad copy, just go through all of that, right? And you want to be using specific numbers. So instead of saying, I was able to increase website traffic a lot, you could say, I was able to increase website traffic by 15%. So being able to use specific numbers, it's going to look really good, and it's going to show them that you're very analytical and you're using specific metrics. They like that. And at the end of the day, be confident, right? You've done more than most new graduates. So a lot of people that are going to college for marketing, they've never ever learned anything about Google Ads, Meta Ads. Um, just the college system is just so behind on teaching marketing graduates this that you're going to be way ahead. So just be confident. You've done a lot more than most new graduates. And some tools to help you: Google Skill Shop, learning search campaigns; Meta Blueprint, learning Facebook, Instagram ads; Card, you can use that to build landing pages, host your portfolio website; and using Canva to create ad creatives, different visuals; Google Docs, Notion for your portfolio write-ups; ChatGPT to tailor your resume, cover letters, help with ad copy. And you only need one platform skill, one portfolio project, and then just one solid pitch in the interview. So that's how you land your first digital marketing job. And that's it, guys. Hope you found that useful. And if you're interested, in the link below on my website, chrishwin.com, I have a more in-depth free video guide on how to land your first 60K a year remote digital marketing job. So go ahead and check that out, and check out my Instagram, chris.hwin, and message me with any questions you got. All right, guys. See you in the next one.